A lot of Jason's barn was on display on Friday because he's got a lot of horses getting ready. And I can tell you what, we all know Globetrotting can trot. She's fast. And, I said to Jason, listen, don't worry about hobbles, no hobbles. She tried the last half in like 55 seconds in the Breeders' Crown Elimination with hobbles on. Don't worry about it. I'd love to have horses race with no hobbles. It's great. But if she's wearing them, she's wearing them. And that is where you would get in trouble with Globetrotting. When she switches leads coming out of the turn into the straightaway, she has a tendency to touch herself and she'll make breaks. And I said, Jason, she's going to have to trot in like 54, 53 this summer. I just want her consistent, confident, and as good as she can be. I don't care about hobbles. So, and I don't care that she made a break yesterday. She's a competitive filly and a nice filly, and I'm certainly not concerned. But there was two horses in Jason's barn that looked very, very good. One looked really good because she looked very, very good yesterday. The other one looked good to me because I didn't expect him to look that good. So we'll get to this right now. Ale's Son looked good again in Jason's barn. You see Jason he kind of third guessed himself, out, in, out, and then drove her back down to the inside. She was trotting hard right to the wire. Looked very good, but looked very handy. Very happy with her. Many of you have asked, he's back. Cavill Hanover is back jogging right now. Now, when he gets back to the races, I guess we are going to have to look and see who's going to train him, because Jason probably won't be here. I hope he's not here when Cavill Hanover gets back to the races. He'll hopefully be in the heat of the battle of the Sire Stakes in Ohio, both of us. So Cavill Hanover's jogging for now. There's no rush to get him back. He was out for 2 months. He probably won't be ready for another 6 weeks minimum. But he's back jogging now and looks good. Cambridge Star has been training good. Jason actually went and trained him after we had called the day. He said, no, I get the gear on him. Can I train him? I said, yeah, of course. I own him. Go ahead. So he went out and trained him anyway. But this horse, he needs the work too. When he starts making mistakes, he really, I don't know whether he gets very self-conscious, or he just gets a shaky confidence, but he just can't do his work as well. In the last 4-5 times he trained, he was very good. And I know Jason just wanted to keep him on the straight and narrow. So he did train him today, and he looked very good doing it. Filly I was talking about it a couple of minutes ago was Compass Rose DC. I don't think anybody, at least on the trotting side, looked as good as Compass Rose DC yesterday. That was an impressive mile, but you could tell how confident she was yesterday when she was trotting. Just looked good. She looked real good. Globetrotting didn't look that great in making a break, but she's been very, very good. I mean, this is an extremely powerful filly with a great work ethic. I'm not concerned about Globetrotting in any way. She's just a nice filly. And I doubt we'll wear the hobbles on her next week either. I'm not really in that much of a rush to bust open Globetrotting. So we'll take our time with her. I'll Play It Alone is now actually not in Jason's barn. He's in Tim's barn in Pennsylvania. Johan, I was so impressed when I saw Johan yesterday, how he felt, how he did it. You could tell he was getting a little stretched out. But around the last turn, he caught a helmet. As soon as I moved him over, he trotted as hard as he could to the wire. The old Johan is starting to come back around. I hope his legs don't let him down. They look good. Everything looks great on Johan right now. I can't wait till next Friday to try him out again. Mama Knows Best was good today. She was in an earlier set and trained. Overdue Mission may have looked a little lackluster to you guys yesterday, but that was her first training trip since she blew her foot apart in that dirty old pus pocket that was in her foot. It was really an abscess and a separation. It was really a mess. And that was her first time back yesterday. Susie K, what about Susiak? She looked fantastic yesterday training, coming to Beach Boutique down the lane in their training set. Look good. Stonebridge Simba's not with Jason. He's at Virgil's right now. Sebastian Yu looked fantastic. It may have been lost in translation because he did get rough a couple of times, but he didn't run, and he didn't want to run. He could have made a break over by the gate, no problem whatsoever, but he chose not to. He chose to come up trotted hard the whole way down the lane, still biting that right line down the lane. It's not his knees. We did some work on him. We're missing something. But either way, he's still fast and he's getting confident. For him to trot that fast the last half and trot that kind of mile at the farm yesterday, it's a big thing for him. Very impressed with what I saw from him. Rose Run Versatile, it took strike 1, strike 2, strike 3, strike 4. Took 4 strikes before we got her right. We ended up changing all her gear around, putting more weight on her up front, and then James went out and trained her 2-6 last half in a minute and a piece. She looked very, very good. You guys saw the video of her afterwards, and somebody had said, what's the white stuff on her knees? We took the knee boots off her and just taped her knees up for yesterday. As I said, we changed a number of things, and she's going to stay the way she was yesterday for quite a while. Where are we at? Rose Run Valiant, as I said, not only Jason have Compass Rose DC looked good, but Rose Run Valiant was surprisingly good. Very, very good yesterday. Sometimes things happen. He didn't make a break. He went a mile in 2:12. He was way back out of it. And Jason said he's pounding the cross. I forgot he did this. He's so big and he stretches out so much with his hind end. When some of the jog carts where they have if the stirrups, if it's really narrow and the stirrups are there and they're put forward a little bit, he'll hit them. If there's a jogging bar where people put their foot down on that bar, for any of the other jogged horses, a lot of the jog carts nowadays have that bar across the bottom. You just rest your feet on them rather than putting them in the stirrups. He hits that bar. So it's hard to train. Sometimes things happen in a jog cart. Next week, he's going to have to go in the race bike. Spend That Money was good again. Still a little bumpy in the turns. I'm going to have to ask Larry or Felix to make a little shoeing adjustment with her. I don't think it's much, just a little something, and we'll get her proper. And then West 52nd is started back. He'll be ready when everybody else is ready. And that's pretty much where we're going to leave it with Jason's burn. All in all, I've been happy all week. I'm forced to be happy because there's no point being sad. There's enough to be sad about in the world right now. I'm happy with what I see from the horses. Gives us an opportunity to really, really pay close attention to what's going on with our horses. And I've been happy overall all week. So we just got the 2-year-olds and the 3-year-olds. I'll get to them in, I guess, I'll do it right now.